Hello, fellow Sudokans, and welcome to Zen and the Art of the Guardian Sudoku Puzzle. It's Saturday, the 31st of December 2022, the final Guardian Sudoku puzzle of the year. Turns out to be a Saturday this year, which means it's an expert level game. I'll get onto that in a moment. I've been hounded this week by mosquitoes waking me up at 2 a.m, not having any sleep. I found the cure yesterday. Go out and don't go to bed until 1 a.m. and then you're too tired to wake up at 2 o'clock with buzzing mosquitoes, although they did wake me up early this morning. I hardly ever... I very seldom drink beer, so I don't really go to kind of beer places and stuff like that. But they have reopened fairly recently here in Thailand after a couple of years of being banned because of COVID. And I had some guests from abroad that I had to take out yesterday. And so ended up taking them to like a beer place. And my wrist more accurately, is stamped with a blue marker. You know when they stamp your hand? It feels like I've been to a kid's disco, a school disco or something like that. It's really, still I haven't washed it off yet. The stamp that they stamp you with in case you want to go out. Anyway. But kind of weird because here in Bangkok we still are wearing masks indoors in shopping centres and and around town actually for a lot of the time. So it's kind of unusual to see several hundred people maskless. It's kind of like it's almost like COVID hadn't existed or something like that. Anyway, so that's my yesterday. That's last night's cure for the buzzing mosquito is just simply don't go to bed until very late. Right, I say very late. It is for me now. Like when I was young and drank lots of beer and stayed out all night. Things have changed a lot. Okay, let's get on with this game. Expert level game. You know what to do, don't you? Let's start then. So start here with the fives. I think I saw something else while I was chatting to you there, but it's gone now. I'm sure I noticed something, but because I was talking, I wasn't paying great attention. And oh, there it is. I see it now. 7 blocking up here, like that, and a 7 across here. So that's going to give me a 7 there. I think we can take these across, can't we? 7's going up here and up here. That's going to give me a 7. In that square. I think that's as far as we can take the 7s because we'll be left with them like so. Is there anything else I can do with the 5s? I better look just in case. Okay. What else do we have on the board? Actually it looks like, I don't know. I wonder if there are numbers missing. It looks like something 1, 2s, 3s, 4s, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, there are no 8s. Now, how about that? Now, I just was looking at it and I thought this feels like I hadn't inspected properly, but it feels like there's something missing. And indeed, there are no 8s on the board. Oh dear, it's going to be one of those games, or maybe oh yes, it's going to be one of those games, depending on your attitude. Right. Interesting. Wonder how we're going to go forward. Let's see. Okay, so maybe the best step to go forward is to just check out anything that is fairly easy. Yeah, let's do that first. Just looking for anything simple that doesn't require any thought. Like this 4 across here and across here, like so. And now there's 6 blocking across here. Seven's already looked at. Nothing's changed there right now. There is none. There really is no 8. Let me just having another look. No, there really isn't an 8. And 4. Okay, so that's it then. Oh no, I got as far as 6, didn't I? So I just got to go up to 6 again just to make sure nothing's changed in a significant way. Right, that's that then. Okay, so now I've got to start examining more closely. Well, fortunately, I guess we've got 3 empty squares here, so we can at least see what goes here. We've got 1, 7 and 8. So the 1 will be useful because 1 blocking across here, or 1 down here, and 1 up here means that that has to be a 1, doesn't it? And the 1 blocking across here, and the 1 blocking across here, and the 1 up here will give us a 1 in that square, and then the 1 going up, and across here will put a 1 into that square. What else did I say? 8. Well, the 7s are useless, right? I know the 7s I can't do anything with. So the 8. How about the 8? Oh, of course, not yet. Oh. My neighbour is calling to another neighbour. 8 across here. Okay, so let's just have a quick look along this row and see that if we have 1, 7 and 8 here, we are left with 2, 3, 5, 9, I guess. Let me examine these 3 squares and see what's missing. We're looking for 3, of course, 8 and 9. 3, 8 and 9. Any help? But I just see the 9s might be useful. 9 blocking up here and 9 across here. So that means 9s are in these squares here, blocking down here. Any further help? That means we've got 9s in these squares then. How are we doing over here with 9s? No, I don't think that's enough help just yet. This might be useful. I don't know yet, but I've just spotted something. In this row, with 4 numbers short, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 7. So here's a 5 and a 6 blocking this square, and here's a 5 and a 6 blocking this square. That means that these two squares can only contain 5 or 6. Do we know? Yes, we do, because the 6 blocks this square, so that must be the 6, and this must be the 5. And now what's left? We're looking for 8 and 9. Do we know about the 9? Of course we don't know about the 8s yet, but do we know about the 9? Yes, we do, because I just put 9s into these two squares, didn't I? So this can't be 9, so that's the 9. And we get our first 8 of the morning. Ta-da! Thank you for your service, digit 8. Right, let's get my head back in the game. Kind of lost myself for a moment there. Let's see what's going on. Okay, we have our 9 blocking up here, and here is our 9. And we will be left with 2 and 3 here, which is beautiful because 3 blocking up here. Oh, excuse me. 3 blocking up here and 3 blocking across here puts 3 into those squares where I just had 9, right? So now I know this is 3 and 9. So this has to be a 2 down here, and of course 2 blocking up here, and that will be our 2 then. That was a nice find. Actually, we've also got 2 blocking here, 2 blocking here. So in this column, that's where our 2 goes. Then 2 across here. Here's the 2, here's the 3. One number left to get here. It's got to be an 8 because we're so short of 8s still. But now look, 8 up here and 8 up here. So we get another 8 here. We're really catching up on the 8s despite their initial invisibility. So we have 3 and we have 9 in those squares. 3 and 9, of course. I said that was 3 and 9. I also understand from a unique rectangle perspective, if I can spit that word out, that this can't be 3 or 9. This square here cannot be 3 or 9. I wonder if I can take advantage of that. What else is left in here? We've got, let's see what else is needed. We've got 2s in those squares, haven't we? 2 blocking here, 2. Yeah, I think we do. 3 then, so 3s will be like this. I've got to put in a 3 down here. Wait, let's do the easy stuff first. Otherwise people are saying, why don't you do the easy things first? Because I like to do the difficult things first. It's a bit like when you're a kid and you're faced with a meal that you have to eat, right? And it's got some things on there that you like and some things that you don't like. Do you eat the good things first and then faced with the difficult stuff that you have to swallow later and leave that horrible taste in your mouth? Or do you get rid of the horrible food first and leave yourself with the nice fancy bits at the end? An idea. Just a thought. Right. What am I doing up here? Actually, I've entirely forgotten what I was doing. Oh, I know. Let me see. This is 9 and 3. I haven't looked here yet, have I? This is 6 and 8. Any use on 6 or 8? I could better put in this number down here because it is an easy thing to do, isn't it? So this has to be a 5 down here, doesn't it? Back to what I was doing up here. So I was examining this block and I discovered that I had 9, 3 in those squares. And I said this cannot be 9 or 3. So it could be a 2. What else is missing from here? It can't be 4. 4s are in those squares only. So it could be a 2. It can't be a 3. It could be 4. What else do we need? 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 9. So that's it, isn't it? 2, 3, 4, 9. 4 numbers missing from here. 2, 3, 4, 9. This can't be 3 or 9 because of our unique rectangle here. So it could only be 2 or 4, and we have a blocking 4 here, so it has to be a 2, doesn't it? Okay. Actually, now we can say 9's blocking like this anyway, so that must be the 9, and this will be the 3, and this will be the 9. Okay. We also can place 9s down here. That's our first completed digit for the last day of the Guardian puzzle for 2022. One of our missing numbers here is 3, so clearly this can't be 3. That must be 3. This is 5. 5 blocks down here. Here's a 5. 5 blocks across these 2 rows and down these 2 columns. Here's a 5. 5 and 9 are now done. We have our 7 blocking this square, and we had learnt a long time ago 7's block across here, so here's our 7, and then 7 will be in that square there. Not much more to go now. Okay, still need to get a few 8s yet to finish the game. I do believe that the missing numbers in this row are 4, 6, and 8, aren't they? So that's right, isn't it? 4. There's no 4, there's no 6, there's no 8, and we've got 6 and 8 here, so that must be the 4, and then that will be the 3. Oh, was that 3 there all the time? Okay. I've just seen it now. Thank you for pointing it out. It's too late now. And so we have 6, 8 here, 6, 8 here, 6, 8 here, and guess what? That also gives us a unique rectangle here, so this cannot be 6 or 8. But it looks like it could be 1 or 4, so I don't think I can give it a single digit just yet. So let's go somewhere else. Probably I should be looking down here, shouldn't I? This seems to have the most opportunity. This is only 1 or 8. I'm not sure which is which just yet, so I should probably be looking down here. I don't know about this, do I? This is 3, 6, 8. So not sure yet. So this has to be where it's all happening. We've got 1s in those squares. We've got 2s still possible like this. No. Tell a lie. We've got 2 up here. Thank you very much. 2 up there and 2 across. That's the 2 then. Well, we have 3 blocking down here and 3 across here like this, and a 4 blocking across there and 4 down. So we got a pair of 3 and 4 in those squares. So knowing that's 3 and 4, what else are we left with? 1, so the 1 blocks here and the 1 blocks here, so that would be 1. And these 2 squares have to be 6 and 8. I guess 6 8 6 8, yeah, 6 8. Oh, okay, we're left with a lot of 6 8s. We are left with a lot of 6 8s. I said before this was 6 8, didn't I, up here? And I said that has to be 6 8. Now I can see that because 3 and 4 are in these squares, 6 and 8 have to be in these squares, and so that's a 6 8 pair as well. Okay. So knowing this is 6 and 8, we will be left here with 1 and 4. Does it? No, it still doesn't help. Well, I could have seen that anyway. 1 and 4 blocking like that, and 1 and 4. So it didn't. That didn't do anything particularly useful just yet. 6 8 6 8. I'm being particularly obtuse here. This is 3 and 4, right? So what's left? 1 and 8. Is that right in these squares? I think it is, isn't it? Right, this is 3 and 4, so I'm left with 1 and 8. But I did say that 6 and 8 are in these squares, so this can't be 8. That's got to be 1. Then that will be 4. Must be. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Okay, now our 1 blocking down here puts the 1 there, and the 8 here. So we've still got these 6 and 8s to sort out everywhere. There must be just one clue that's going to give it to me. Where are you? The 3 4. I was so busy focused on this column, as often is the case. I neglected to look over here that I actually had a blocking for, and that's one of my foibles. If you're new to the channel, you'll find I do that all the time. I get very focused on looking at something without looking at the bigger picture, and it happens to me all the time. You'll have to get used to it if you're going to be a regular viewer of this channel, and I hope you are. Why not? It's not that bad. 6 there, 8 there, 6 there, 8 there, 6 there. Oh, 6 there, excuse me. Right, key. Right, what's left to get? There's one number missing from here now, which is the 8. And so this will be the 8. And to finish off the grid, a 2 does it. That's our Guardian expert level puzzle. I'm not sure how expert you needed to be to do that, but still, when you are a digit short at the beginning, it always makes the game more interesting, I think. So that's the final Guardian for the year, but I will be back with some other Sudokus later in the day. If you can have a plural, I should probably say Sudoku puzzles to be correct in grammar. Bye bye.